Hey guys, Pepper Spray Saturday. Sorry I haven't made any videos for a couple of weeks, guys. I've been under the weather, and I didn't have a Pepper Spray Saturday last week. Sorry about that, but I'm back. We're gonna talk about some dog-safe pepper spray. We're gonna go a little bit beyond pepper spray with some noisemakers, and we got a little update on this little monster here. So, listen to the last little bit of that killer music. And then it goes. Yeah. Alrighty then. So, this is Dog Safe. This is Mace K9 Safe Formula. I looked all over the packaging and I didn't see anywhere that it said why it's dog safe, but obviously it's a lower dose because we all know dogs have the super sensitive sinuses. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. I really don't know what else to say about that. I would give it a test run, but I already know it's not going to be a super amazing squirt. I've had another pepper spray in this can before, and it's not super strong. What I really love about this can is that finger indent, because it really tells me that I'm not about to shoot myself in the finger, which would totally suck. And I really like the flip top. I like that better than the twist lock. Yeah, and I don't think this would have made me cough, so it wouldn't it wouldn't be a very good pepper spray Saturday without Damon coughing. So let's talk a little bit about this one. This just sprays air. It's filled with CO2. It gets really cold as soon as you squirt it. You can hear it in there shaking. You just do a little bit of little squirts. I'm sorry, spurts. There's a little plastic tab right there you gotta break. This is a different nozzle. The old nozzle used to fall off. This one's a little better, but it's a little harder to push, especially if you don't know about that little tab in there you gotta break. So it makes that hissing sound at just the right frequency to ignite a dog's fear response, and it really works well. I've used it to startle a coyote. It didn't do much more than that, and he didn't fall for it after another squirt. But being close to dogs, the way you're supposed to use this is well, there's instructions on there, and you can use it in different ways, but basically it's a good boy, bad boy kind of thing, you know. I use this on a couple dogs that I walk that might tug a little bit or kind of not listen to me. I'll just give it a tiny little, just a little tiny little bit, and they'll hear that and remember, and they're like, oh yeah, Damon's the boss, okay. So they just hate that sound, and you basically just use it to discourage bad behavior. And other dogs that are coming at you, it works a little bit. No, it works pretty well. Everything's a little different. I'm gonna talk a little bit real quick about this other thing that they have available, these things. I used to have one of these years ago, and this is a supersonic, what do they call them? Well, they call them different things like dog barking stoppers, but okay, these basically, they emit a supersonic sound that we can't hear, but the dogs hear, and it hurts their ears. And you can see it, that it hurts their ears, and it hurts your feelings, you know, unless, you know, some dogs that were like, I've used one of these on, they don't seem to have the one that I had. I had an old shitty one that broke. It looked more like a flashlight. And it broke a few years ago, and I have not replaced it because I just didn't like to see the pain on the dog. You know, I've learned other tricks since then. But I also, you know, I had some stray dogs come chasing after me and my group, and I just pulled that out and pointed it at them, hit the button, and those dogs turned right the frick around, and they were done. They were absolutely done. So, and they also hate the sound of this. They really hate that. So I'll carry that around sometimes. That's a little bit bulky. This one's a little easier to carry. And this one hurts too. These little guys hurt. That's a pretty decent one. I know we've talked about that one before. So yeah, I carry these along with me at work. And I use this old phone case. Put them both in this old phone case here. And there's my little, there's my working kit there. And I clip that on my leg, on my pants pocket. I'm starting to stutter now. Let's go on to our follow-up footage with this little monster. We had a, well, you'll see. Let's just roll it. And then we'll cap it up. Now, about these not firing properly because the trigger doesn't push the can in, look at the difference in the concaveness. Look how much more concaved that is. I guess we'll be testing that this Saturday. Damn it. Okay, I have to test this. This new can has a much deeper concave that's not in focus either. So I have to test that out. Whoa, careful. Okay. The wind died just now. Ready? All right. Safety. Oh, it works. So that worked pretty good. You can't really see it in the video very well, but it made a really good squirt right in front of that that little cloud that you saw there. It worked okay. See, look at that big ass glob up there. Yeah, nasty. And you got a lot on the target. Oh, that's good. And it doesn't linger in the air really bad like the bear mace does. Okay, next. All right. What happened? Okay, now I'm gonna test the second shot. Yeah, you know, you're supposed to just dump it, the whole thing, but I don't do that. I save that much. Okay, that's what happens. And always watch out for that last bit there. Don't go throwing it back in your pocket. All right. There you go. There you go. There, it wouldn't be Pepper Spray Saturday without a little coughing, right? So, this is just here for looks. So, all right, there's your Pepper Spray Saturday. Starting to feel a little, I don't know, I'll feel better in a few days, I'm sure. And we'll get back to some air gun videos. So, please don't use people pepper spray on dogs because you could cause permanent damage in their sinuses, and it's usually 99% of the time it's not their fault that they're attacking you. But it is what it is. You could say that about, well, no, never mind. I'll stop. All right, let's get to the music part again. And thanks again, you guys, for watching. Appreciate it.